Hey ladies, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to be talking about today homemaking and why I consider myself a homemaker. I work full time from home, and when we first got married, I worked part time, but I've been working full time for a good 4 to 5 years now. And we've been married for 9 years. So I still consider myself a homemaker, even though I do work full time because I manage most of the home. And I just want to get into the why and get into a little bit of my story and my thoughts on that. But first, let me get dressed. I just woke up. I washed my face and brushed my teeth already, but let me just do my makeup, get dressed, and I will be back to chat. Hey ladies, I'm back. I got ready, got dressed, and I'm ready to chat about homemaking. And I can just talk about this all day because this is something that's really near and dear to my heart. Let me sip on my coffee really quick. Mm. Oh, so nice and warm. Okay, so let's get into it. I wrote some stuff down on my little iPad, which I need to start utilizing more. I love managing my home and just making it a home, and I pride myself on doing the best I can and being able to balance that with my full-time job. And I saw a lot of like comments and questions that people had about working full-time and how they desired to be like full-time homemakers and not have to work a job, and just like, their prime or priority job will be taking care of the home and managing the home. And that's why I'm making this video. That's the purpose of this video, because I know that there are women out there that like me that desire and really take pride in their role as a homemaker, but also still work full time, whether it's out of a need or whether it's out of a desire for you to still work full time. I think that working full time and being a homemaker are not mutually exclusive. I think they can happen at the same time. It's just all about balance. I wanted to show more of the life and the full spectrum of being the one that primarily takes care of the home, and that person may also happen to work full time as well. So a little bit about my story is I've been married for 9 years, and when we first got married, I think the first 4 years of our marriage, I worked part-time, and I still kept up the home, managed the home and things like that. And for the past 4.5 5 years, I've been working full-time. So of course my responsibilities outside the home grew. The more I had to find a better balance in taking care of and managing the home. I've always believed that me as a wife should be the one that takes care of the home. This is my domain, I feel like, and I just felt like that was my responsibility to do so. And I just kind of fell into that role. It was never perfect. It's still not perfect. Again, since I have a lot of responsibilities outside the home, like working and stuff, it can be hard sometimes to manage. But I have a great husband, a supportive husband. It's not like I'm doing every single thing by myself. He definitely helps out, but I think for the most part, I am responsible for the upkeep of the home and managing the home and just taking care of my space. This is like, again, for me as a wife, I feel like the home is my territory, and it is where I'm going to, take charge of, and it's a great responsibility for me. I've always valued the importance of family and peace and balance and home. I genuinely feel like home is where the heart is. You can have the roughest, toughest day at work, or you can, be surrounded by really negative and toxic people, but when you come home, that should be the one place where you feel safe and where you feel wanted. And I take pride in making this house that for my family, whether it be my husband, whether it be my future children, or even any outside family or friends that I invite over to my home. I want it to be a place where they can come and they feel peace, they feel safe, they feel like home. And when you think about it, you want to get good feelings about it, especially for my husband. Like, I want him, when he's at work, to want to come home, to desire to come home, can't wait to come home, and not just to see me, but to experience this home. It's kind of like making it his sanctuary where he can come and lay his head and be peaceful. And the same as for me, like, I want this space that I call my home to be something that I look at as my sanctuary. It is where I'm going to be worshiping. It is where I'm going to be inviting the Holy Spirit into this place as well. The importance of family and peace in the home, and creating a balance in the home really is important for me, and one of the main responsibilities I feel like I have as a homemaker. Now, I've given myself a title, which is the CHRO, which stands for the Chief Home Resource Officer. I'm the resource for all things home around here. I don't know, I look at it that way because I feel like it's a great deal of responsibility when you can keep your home a safe and peaceful place for your children, for your husband, and for your outside family, and it's somewhere they can come and just find peace and solace, and it's kind of like a sanctuary for them. But this is not a perfect process. There's definitely days I struggle. There's times and years I've struggled with creating this balance. And I think it's a lot easier too with me working from home. It's easier for me to find a balance between managing my home and still taking care of my responsibilities at my full-time employment. But I don't think of myself as a traditional homemaker. In a sense where when you think about being a homemaker, you think about the old school way where the wife is just at home, like she doesn't have any other job than to take care of the home, the kids, managing the home, whether it be finances, cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, all that. And she doesn't work outside the home or in the home. That is just her sole responsibility as a wife and mother. And I don't think of myself that way as a homemaker. I do think of myself as a more modernized homemaker where I work full time and I also take care of my home. I don't think that I'll ever have a desire to not work at all or stop working, because I've always loved making my own money. I've always loved working and being independent in that sense. So I don't see myself to ever just stop working, not make any money of my own. Whatever God has in the cards for me, of course I'm okay with it. But if it was up to me and my choice, I would always have a way to make money, whether it be me just making it from home or working outside the home or what have you. But I don't think I would ever be like that traditional homemaker where I am solely just responsible for the home and my husband is just solely responsible for making money and bringing money into the home. And to be honest, that's why I still consider myself a homemaker, even though I work full time, is because I feel like homemaking is not just what you do like in the home. It's not just the decor, or it's not just how you decorate and cleaning and cooking. To me, it's what you put into the home, like spiritually. For me, what's the tone, the presence, and the aura that your home gives out? Like when people step inside your home, is it a ruckus or is it calm and safe? You know, is it peaceful or is it a lot of tension between you and your husband? You know, because I feel like as much as we try to hide things, spirits don't lie. Energy, whatever you want, vibes, whatever you want to call it, it's there and they don't lie. So whatever vibe you give out in your home, that is what people are going to feel. And for me, I try to always give my home good vibes. And that starts with me. That starts with me being able to pour back into myself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and whatever is in my cup is going to overflow to those around me. So if it's trash in my cup, then that is what's going to overflow around me. But if it's peace, if it's gentleness, if it's kindness, if it's happiness, and that is going to overflow to those around me, and it's going to overflow in my home. So whatever vibes that I'm having, whatever energy that I'm on, that is what I am putting into my home, and therefore what the others will feel around me, what my family will feel when they come home. And it is also important how you keep up your home. Is it clean? Is it cluttered? Those are things that I struggled with the most when trying to find a balance between working and managing the home. And I know it's a great responsibility. I'm glad that I'm kind of setting the tone now just for me and my husband. So therefore, like when we have kids, we can already be in like this good routine of, you know, making sure that our home is prepared for kids, and not just like being clean or organized, but also the vibe the home is giving. Because I would hate to bring a child in the world and my home is not peaceful or calm, or the Holy Spirit does not dwell here at all. So I think those things are important. Again, I take great pride in taking care of my home. Even though I work full time, it's still a priority for me to be the gatekeeper of this home and be the one that manages it and make sure that it's running smoothly. And I also like to build community around that, because I saw so many people with questions and inquiring about, you know, being able to work full time, and am I still considered a homemaker if I work full time, and just kind of how to balance that. And so that is why I created my Facebook group for wives who are looking to balance being a homemaker. It's for wives sharing self-care, homemaking, and marriage tips. So if you're interested in joining the Facebook group, then I'll put the link down in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it enlightened you. If you're looking for topics about homemaking and marriage and wifehood, then consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos weekly about all things wifehood and wellness. And if you're interested in that, then consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out on any upload. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again in my next one. Bye-bye.
Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics to your